Here's a startling fact. Nearly 1.8 billion adults worldwide are at risk of disease simply because they're not moving enough. That's right, physical inactivity is a silent epidemic, and it's only getting worse. But here's where it gets even more eye-opening. New research from the University of Sydney suggests that one type of exercise could be a game-changer in fighting heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer: vigorous intensity activity. And this is the part most people miss. It's 6 times more effective than moderate activities like brisk walking when it comes to protecting your heart. Let's break it down. Lead researcher Professor Emmanuel Stamatakis explains that for every minute of vigorous intensity exercise, you'd need to spend 6 minutes walking briskly to get the same heart health benefits. But here's the kicker: for diabetes prevention, vigorous activity is 9 times more effective. Even for cancer and overall mortality, it still outpaces moderate activity, though by a slightly smaller margin. Now, what exactly counts as vigorous intensity? It's all relative. For a 30-year-old non-athlete, it might mean a swim, a cycling session, or a HIIT workout. The telltale signs? Your heart is racing, you're breathing so hard you can't speak in full sentences, and you can't keep it up for more than a few minutes. Controversially, this intensity might not be for everyone. More on that later. The World Health Organization recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity weekly. But this new study, published in Nature, flips the script. It suggests that the health benefits of vigorous activity are so potent, you might need less of it, or far more moderate activity, than we previously thought. Is this the end of the "more is always better" mantra for exercise? Professor Stamatakis puts it this way: higher intensity means higher health value. His team analyzed wearable data from over 73,000 UK participants, comparing the effects of light, moderate, and vigorous activity on health outcomes like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancer. The results? Vigorous activity consistently delivered better results in less time. For example, 1 minute of vigorous activity is equivalent to 9.4 minutes of moderate activity for diabetes prevention. But here's the controversial part: while vigorous activity is a time-efficient powerhouse, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. For some, especially those who are sedentary or older, moderate activity like walking might be more sustainable, even if it takes longer. The key is finding what works for you and turning it into a daily habit. Take VILPA, for instance, vigorous intermittent lifestyle physical activity. Think climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even a 60-second sprint. Professor Stamatakis' earlier research found that just 5 to 10 bursts of VILPA daily can slash the risk of heart disease and cancer in less active people. But is this realistic for everyone? And should we be pushing people into discomfort if they don't enjoy it? That's the million-dollar question. While vigorous activity is incredibly effective, it's not for everyone. Discomfort is a reason some people quit exercise, says Professor Stamatakis. For those who find vigorous activity daunting, moderate activity, though more time-consuming, can still deliver significant health benefits. So, which camp are you in? Team vigorous or team moderate? Ultimately, the goal isn't to force anyone into a specific routine but to offer options. Whether it's a HIIT workout, a brisk walk, or even a slow stroll with a friend, the best exercise is the one you'll stick with. But here's the real question: are we doing enough to make movement accessible and enjoyable for everyone? Let's start that conversation in the comments.